Alright, week 3. After I delete all that fucking stuff. Alright. Let's go to... No. I'll skip that stuff. Let's go to... Book sec. Even I probably don't need it. Max complete nothing. Alright, hold on. I'm recording? I'm recording. Alright. Sorry. A little tipsy here. Hey, mama. Alright, let's go. Let's go, party people.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Steelers and the Panthers coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, the final dress rehearsal, week 3 of the preseason. And we got a good matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to...
Alright, oh.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an
Second year.
Game, but haven't seen
No,
any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. Strong running at the 30. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Ah, shit. Harris down.
There, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll roll him out right. A throw on the money to Roger. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him
Come on, guys.
Down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
To throw on 2nd down, Gibson. His throw incomplete.
Nice job there, forcing that in.
Fucking good catch it.
Throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown. Steelers.
I do it myself then.
Their mobile, agile quarterback.
Need a smoke.
31 yards. And the Steelers pick the Knights' first
Come
points on
on.
the board as they take the early lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns in to 6 points.
Hi, babies. Hi, babies. You got 3 room in that house. So I'm gonna put you guys back because You guys just got escape again. Right. Sorry, I'm back.
Last drive on their
Wait,
opening
wait.
drive, he
The
finished it off with a
fuck?
touchdown run of his own. And now they begin here 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. He's still on his feet. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, injuries never good,
Walk it off.
especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Throwing on 1st down, Gibson. And
Fuck.
his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window
You know what?
shut.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again.
I always got to do it myself.
Some time right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I don't want to be a jinx partner, put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the 1st quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
Hi, baby.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Rolling to his right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gibson flushed out right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Connor Hayward, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they
Week
begin
3.
here with the 1st and 10.
Okay, kick it up a notch. B. Okay.
Start the drive. Gibson escaping the pressure right. Open man downfield is Johnson. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 75 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns and run for another already in this first half as his guys begin 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Gibson eluding the pressure right. And that will be
Fuck
incomplete.
you.
Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. Wiggles free. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Gibson, flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to...
This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 48 yards. And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him.
Their quarterback.
Come on, man.
Heading back out to the field.
Already won.
He accounted for 4 touchdowns in this 1st half, 3 in the air, 1 on the ground, as his guys start with a 1st
Fine,
down.
then. Let's go here.
Throwing to start the drive. Gibson flushed out right. That'll be caught. It's Rager. He's to the 15. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jalen Rager, 75 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
All right.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's been unstoppable in this 1st half. 4 touchdown passes on the ledger already. Closing in on the all-time record in the 1st half, by the way, which is 6 touchdown passes as this drive starts 1st and 10. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll start the drive with Harris. Still fighting for more. Still on his feet. He's got a full head of steam. Najee Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, 99 yards. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Here he is. is the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's been in a pretty good groove. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
No, because then you've got both sides hitting the defense. They don't know what to expect, right?
Really helps your play calling, because now you're in a position where you're confident in either aspect of the game. Dial it up and let it go. And so far, that's allowed them to lead.
Absolutely. Have the lead here in the second quarter. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend, and then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive, something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Time for the Steelers offense.
Seriously?
Set for their first possession. Half number 2. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD. And now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were
Fuck
dominant
you.
Continue to be dominant now. And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Apparently, I have to do everything.
And they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage. But he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The escapability.
Come on.
It's there as that one good for 15 in the first. Harris running straight ahead. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 159 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time,
The preseason.
You want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Sliding out of the pocket. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen. And, of course, special.
Fuck you.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They'll roll him out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Come on.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have got it on cruise control. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
He capped off that last drive
Really?
himself. Had the
It's
touchdown
week
run.
3.
Now he'll take over here again, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gibson eluding the pressure right. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup of 38.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Finds Pickens outright. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field?
What are you doing, man?
A moment ago, followed up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Finally. Oh my God.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Gibby Gibson. Gibby Gibson. I don't know why his last one said Kitty Pickett. See? Kitty Pickett. Why? Why? I'm not that freaking faggot ass Kitty Pickett.